This is part 3, internal rate of return, usually called IRR. As we saw, NPV is the best method. However, many executives like to see percentage in the report. One possible disadvantage of NPV method is the measure might be complicated and hard to explain to executives. Therefore, we find an alternative measure using percentage, that's IRR. What is the IRR? IRR is the discount rate that makes zero NPV. If IRR is the discount rate of the project, its NPV equals to 0. And we accept a project if IRR is greater than required rate of returns. Why does decision rule work? This is a graph called NPV Profile. It is the graph to show the relation between NPV and discount rate. As you see, the point that touched 0, NPV is IRR. I mean, 0 NPV is IRR. The point that touches 0 NPV is IRR. Now, if you look at the left side of the IRR, all NPVs are positive, which is acceptance zone. In this case, the IRR should be greater than discount rates. How about right-hand side? Their NPVs are all negative, which is rejection zone. In that case, IRR is less than discount rate. Therefore, the decision from decision from IRR should be consistent with that from NPV. I attached Excel file to show how to draw this graph. As shown here. This is how to draw the graph using NPV profile. Now, how to compute IRR? We can also use cash flow worksheet of calculator. Registering cash flows is exactly the same way, and instead of pressing NPV, press IRR. So CF0 equals to 30,000, C01 8,000, F01 equals to 1, C02 10,000, F02 equals to 1, C03 11,000, F03 equals to 1, C04 17,000, F04 equals to 1, Z05 12,000, F0405 equals to 1. And just press IRR, compute, CPT. IRR button is here, and compute. IRR is 24.01, 20.401%, which is higher than 12% required returns. You should accept a project which is consistent with NPV decision. You may use Excel, click Excel icon, you will see a spreadsheet. The function you use IRR is simply IRR. Drag from the initial cash flow to the end 24.01%. Decision, if IRR is greater than the required returns, then accept. Otherwise, reject. Decision, accept. Top key 3, calculate the IRRs. To get IRR, register cash flow and compute IRR. CF0 equals to negative 165,000, C01, 63,120, F01, 1, C02, 70,800, F02 equals to 1, C03, 91,080, F03 equals to 1, press IRR and press CPT, IRR equals 16.13, 16.13% IRR. Let's set decision criteria that we saw. First, does IRR consider all cash flows? Yes. When we calculate IRR, we need all cash flows. Second, does it consider time value of money? Again, yes. IRR itself is a discount rate to get a present value. Third, what about the risk? Same as NPV, required rate of return to represent the level of the risk of the project. If a project gets riskier, you can increase R and possibly making a different decision. Fourth, how about the ability to rank? You might think that higher IRR is better, but it is not. We will see why in the next part. The answer is no. Fifth, how about indication of added value to the firm? Again, no. We don't see any dollar amount here. Therefore, although IRR is a good alternative, it is not perfect. If NPV decision is different, you should follow the decision from NPV. However, IRR is preferred by executives since it is easy to communicate using percentage. In addition, if the IRR is high enough, you may not need to estimate R, one of the most challenging jobs that you need to do in capital budgeting decision. This is end for part 3. See you in the next part.